I'm so glad you guys joined me. So guess what? So yesterday, I haven't done this actually in a while, but yesterday I came back to town here and I went to my favorite thrift stores, and I must say that I was able to find some really amazing stuff, and I really want to share that with you. So just join me as I do the little show and tell. Alright, look at this beautiful collection that I was able to pick up yesterday. To be honest with you, I don't even know what's in this. I have no idea. Well, I have an idea because it says developing trays, but I see a bunch of manuals on the top here. I haven't opened this box yet. I just saw it and I was like, okay, this has to do with the darkroom. I'm gearing up to print color film. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, I also saw this color print. It says right there, how to. I was like, okay, even for these manuals alone, this color print manual alone, this is worth the $10 that I paid for this. Just even for just this, because this manual is something that I really want. Really want this. So let's take a closer look. Alright. So here is the manual. Okay. Look at that. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Gives you all the instructions and all of that. You know what, guys? I'm going to be scanning this and I'm gonna make this available to those of you who join this channel. And those of you that also support this channel on my Patreon. I'm going to make this available to you for free to download. So if you're interested in this, maybe this is just a little incentive for you to join my channel for as little as $1 a month. Really, you support this channel and on all that I do on this channel. So either Patreon or you can just click the join on YouTube. And look at this. Color printing. Wow. Now that is a good find. I'm so excited about this. How many of you are willing to bet that this finding color printing manuals like this is going to be almost impossible to actually find these days? If you think about it, the libraries got rid of them. They thought film was dead. A lot of these schools that used to teach film photography, they got rid of all their enlargers and all their assets and the books in the libraries, and they're gone unless you're able to find these in private collections like I just did. And over here, Edmonton Photo, oh, it says Edmonton Photo Studio. That is cool. So this used to belong to, oh, no. The person wrote the address down. Just says Edmonton Photo Studio, 11631 145 Street. I bet the studio doesn't exist anymore. But that is so cool. You know what, guys? I'm gonna do an episode just on this, and I will go through what I find as I read this. I'm gonna spend some time to read this, and I'll share this in another episode. Oh, look at that. It gives you all the tips and tricks on how to do your prints. This is awesome. I'm going to actually do a series on this now based on this book. This is so awesome. I love it. This is gonna get me really started in color printing, which I am so very excited about. Guys, I only paid $10 for this whole thing. $10. That is a huge treasure trove, and I'm so excited that I'm finding this out and filming the process as well, because I decided not to open this until I was ready to film. So this is my genuine expression of surprise. This is amazing. Look at that. I actually have this color printing drum. I did not know exactly what it was. I kind of knew it was for development, for printing, but to be honest, this is my first time doing color prints. I've done black and white, and I usually use the trace, right? And now I want to do color printing. So I was able to find the drums in a bunch of stuff that I was able to pick up. Remember, I did this. For those of you who've been following me for a while, you would remember I got this huge lot. That was back in 2020, I think. And this included those drums, and I showed them off. I didn't really know what they were for exactly, but I guess now I know, because this will explain it to me in good detail. So I'm gonna take the time, guys, and study this. That's the beauty about film photography. It keeps me always on my toes. I'm learning so much as we go. Oh, look at that. The color analyzer. I don't know what this is. Oh, guess what? Get out of town. So this unit here is actually the next thing that I was able to pick up. And first, let's see what's in this box. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Alright, let's see what's in this box. Ooh, yes! Nice big trays, and even some more stuff that I was not expecting. Oh my goodness, guys. This is the Kodak Master Photo Guide. So in this you get stuff like this wheel here. It's like a manual exposure dial. I have one of these already. But this is, look at that. All the flash fill-in guide. I guess it's a tool that you can use on the field actually to help you. It talks about the distance. It talks about the types of flash. Interesting. Existing light. Wow. Can you imagine what I can achieve with this stuff here, guys? And the filters, the contrast filters. It tells you what kind of filter you need for what type of effect that you want to achieve. More tools here. This is depth of field computer. Wow. That is so cool. Can you imagine, guys, how much some things like these will be worth in the future when they all pretty much disappear? And that is why I collect, and not only collect but also use these things. Let's see what else came with this. Wow, contrast filters. Oh my goodness. And you can see the original price for this was basically $20. Okay, good. I'm just gonna push it out, and ta-da! It's practically unused. So what do these filters look like? They look like this. And these filters I'll be using in a darkroom, placing these in this filter slot. These are just contrast filters. They're not for I think they're for black and white printing. So you use them accordingly. But it's so cool, so very cool that I have this now. If you're not thrifting, guys, you are really missing out. So get yourself out there and thrift. You never know the treasures that are out there. And I would recommend to you, if you want to thrift, go to the small towns. You'll be surprised. I live in a small town, so I know what I'm talking about. These small towns, film photography is not a big deal. It's no longer catching on now. I think the big cities. What is this? this what I think it is? Is it? Interesting. Is this something I can expose? I think so. Yeah, look at that. So this one here is something you put in your enlarger, I think. It says Kodak projection print scale. Ah. You place it, the projection print scale over the sensitized paper on the paper board with a negative in the enlarger exposed in the usual way for 1 minute. You know what, guys, I'm gonna do an episode just on each of these because I don't want to rush through it, and as you can imagine I'm gonna have to do a lot, but this is called a projection print scale, and this is the first time I've heard of something like that. Oh, this is supposed to go in here as well. There we go, back in there. Okay, what is this? Ooh, look at that, a photo information book from Kodak. This is a Kodak films for the amateur, color and black and white. So you're gonna go through, oh look at that, choosing the type of film. It's basically a whole guide for Kodak films. Kodak Chrome, it talks about, look at that, it talks about, I guess, gives you tips on what to consider when you're choosing their film, what kind of effect you're going for, and it gives you recommendations on what you need to do to achieve whatever results you're looking for, which type of film to purchase. And it used to go for $1.25, but now it's worth a lot more. I'm gonna spend a lot of good time reading these, building my knowledge base. Look, comes with, I guess this is some form of a dummy film roll. I like that because the color is weird. Nothing, is there something in this? Oh, nothing in this. You know what, let me put this in here. Ooh, this is interesting. This is Isopan ISS 36 30 exposure aqua. Interesting. The can is kind of cool. It feels like something is in there. Feels like something is in there. But the can alone is really cool. Kodak Plus X-Pan. Why do I feel like this guy was supposed to develop this and never did? So what I'm gonna do is likely develop these. Very expired, but let's see how it goes. And look at that. It's a thermometer for developing. You gotta love this. And then it also 3 large trays for printing. So this is awesome. And ooh, look at that. The next batch here. First, I'll show you. You spin, open it, and that's the spool right there. So this one here, I believe, can develop 35mm. Oh, look, and it can also develop medium format as well. That is cool. That is so convenient, and I especially love how it moves so smoothly. So smoothly. That's 35mm. I think that's 127. I think, and this should be 120 film. Awesome, guys. Awesome. So cool. very good to have something like this on the road. So small. You can load the film in a dark room, and you can literally develop on the road as you go. So this closes nice and tight, and then this one here is a stirrer, but guess what? It's also a thermometer, right? Because if you're developing color film, you know that color is sensitive to the temperature of the water. And insert and spin to agitate like this. Very, very cool. And I got this for $3. And I remember this manual. That's what this is. To be honest with you, I'm not sure what a color analyzer does. I know that I have a color enlarger. That's why I'm going to learn, and that's why all those books that I was able to get with this lot are actually going to really help me. And now I have a manual for this. So look at that. That is a color analyzer. I guess my thinking or my inclination is that the color analyzer is used to help you get the right exposure for color when you're printing color. So cool. Hey guys, so thanks so much guys for joining me. As you can see, I got a lot of really nice things. I'm so excited. Let me know guys which one of these things that I just shared with you are your favorites, because I know what my favorites are.